It's meant to be funny and sad and poignant all at the same time. The things that I like about showing it in Australia is that people laugh, and they'll laugh out loud, or they'll giggle, or they'll, as one person said today, they cacked themselves when they looked at the pictures. And they'll walk through the space, and they won't hold it in, they'll laugh. And that's part of the show. The ACP is a great big space for work that should be seen by the general public, and it's in a fantastic location. It's on the Oxford Street, so there is a large amount of walking traffic or off the street traffic that will just come through and see the show. The reaction's been great. It's a series that just keeps on moving and going from place to place, and particularly the book. It's a great thing to be able to pick up and move from front to back. It's the first time for my family and friends to see it up on the wall, and they've heard about it and they've seen it on the internet, but they haven't seen the prints, and the prints are looking really good. The grey walls, which is the first time I've hung in a gallery like this, really make them jump.
Pretty excited. The exhibition looks great. We're here in Australia, and this is quite an accomplishment for not only for Sandy but for Magenta as well. In the very small amount of time that we've been publishing, we're already have a major exhibition in a major country across the world, and that's really, I feel pretty proud actually. I'm honored to, have this exhibition, have the book launch. I'm thrilled for Sandy and for what it's going to do for his life, and it's all part of what we do. We, take a body of work. We really get behind it. We try to help set up with the exhibitions. We publish a great book, and we hope that we watch the progress of the life of the photographers that we invest so much time and money into, grow and change and get incredible recognition. And it's really quite rewarding. And this was my tongue-in-cheek baby, and it really turned out well. And I'm really looking where we are today.
It's just like Sandy's projects, you just never know exactly how they're going to turn out. And we thought, well, this is a bit odd, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, they're always interesting projects.
He interviewed people who came both first and second, so that the people who came first and the people who came second had no idea as to the purpose of the photographs. And so he got the genuine feeling of the subjects. So it was sort of, if he'd gone and approached the seconds people first, they would have felt like winners.
The approach that Sandy has is, an Australian term is give it a go. And Sandy has a wonderful attitude where he's prepared to try things that he thinks will be successful, and he's very happy to give things a go.
What did you think of the Seconds project when you first heard of it?
Well, I thought it was clever. I thought it made a lot of sense. But we have to kick Sasha. You have to go.
I don't know where the bag with all the medals are.
They're behind the counter, honey, in my crocodile bag from Melanie, okay? Oh, I'm so glad that Second came to Australia, because he shot part of it in Australia, and it's just a hilarious, funny show, and Australians have a great sense of humor, so I thought they'd enjoy it a lot. Today my daughter laid out her outfit with the silver, because silver represents Second, and with her silver skirt and belt, and they get into it. And I said, there'll be more exhibitions, but for them it's very social, it's fun, they see friends, it's a party, and it's a celebration. We said this is a kid-friendly event, so friends who were like, oh, I don't know if we can get a babysitter, I'm like, bring your kids. Come out and see galleries, see artists.
We're not purely about photography, and we're not purely about contemporary art. We try to be an institution that's relevant to the general public, and to talk about real issues and present them in interesting ways. And I think Sandy's work definitely does that. It speaks to everybody, not just to the experts within the photographic world and people with a fine arts degree. The work has a double edge to it. I think There's something very fun about it on the surface, which is just the irony of people who come second. But I think there's something else as well that we can all relate to on a very human level.
Sandy's work's always been a good fit for me. I've known his work for a long time, and when I worked in Scotland, we actually showed the premiere of one of his first bodies of work, which was looking at fetishists in Melbourne, and we showed it in an anthropological museum in Aberdeen. I think Sydney and Australians in general will love second place. We love battlers. We love a battler, in Australian terminology, is somebody who will keep fighting and has no chance of winning. And we really rate them. We don't rate winners. We have a thing called the tall poppy syndrome here. If anyone starts to become too successful, we like to chop them down to the height of everyone else. So I think people will love it.